Alrighty, it is time to continue on with the knockout tournament for Seal of Orichalcos. In this one we've got Dartz going up against Rebecca Hawkins, which feels like it could be like a final match, almost, or a semi-final at least. So Dartz and Becca, we've seen Becca's deck before, and we know it is pretty good, pretty strategic as well, with the way it takes life points and all that as well. So, alright, Dartz. So yeah, his deck is sort of built around his story deck. For his main Orichalcos monster guy to function, it needs normal monsters. So that's sort of how Dart's deck has been designed, since most of his cards, again, like Valen, they don't actually exist. Alright, Becca has gone with a face down spell or trap of her own and a defense. So Alexandrite Dragon's pretty good. 2000 attack, just straight out of the hand. Gene Warped Werewolf is also the same. So yeah, Dart's cards were based around sea serpents, reptiles as well, as he's kind of suits his character a bit. He's a bit of a snake, bit of a reptile, bit of an evil character as well. But yeah, it's just a shame that all these cards that we see in the anime don't actually exist in the real card game. Alright, what's Becca got next? She's got, oh, Tribute to the Doomed. It's a good card. Alright, I'm flipping over to comments now as well. Yeah, there we go. And, oh, Fire Princess. Oh, Gravity Bind. And Becca has thrown the Dark Lord Marie to the graveyard, so we can call it Marie the Fallen One, now that's in the graveyard. So Becca's looking for this life point combo that she's used before. Gravity Bind will stop all level 4s from attacking. Dartz might be a bit stuck here. Alright, Josh Sweeney, aka Shepherd, says, did you use the Seal of Orichalcos in your actual deck? I did not. I never actually owned a copy of the Seal of Orichalcos card. So, yeah. But if I did have it, I probably would have, because it does give you a 500 point buffer, and the card itself is just cool. Alright, Dartz has drawn Dimensional Prison. And he's gone to his end phase. Turn change. Not much Dartz can do. He's just got to sit there. Dark Lord Marie is going to boost Becca's life points while taking from Dartz. SCH292 says, no way, do the Big 5 Virtual Arc season. The Big 5, Noah, Gaizaboro, Yugi, Joey, Tristan, Duke, Taya, and Serenity. 13 duelists. The Big 5... we did build a couple of their decks. We were going to do them to do Battle City runs, kind of like what Chumley is. Chum's up against Seeker next as well. We were thinking about a Big 5 tournament, but the thing is, with only 13 duelists, it would work for a normal season, it just wouldn't work really well for a knockout tournament. It's still in the cards, not saying that we won't ever do it, but the Big 5, I was thinking running them just along like all the Battle City opponents. But a Virtual Arc season would still be very cool, so it's definitely not out of the question. We do still want to do Big 5 players and duels. As Dartz is just drawing monsters, it is the weakness of this deck. He has a lot of normal monsters and some support cards, but he's just got that one monster that's sort of suited with the whole Orichalcos theme. Even putting Orichalcos in the search and related cards, like, there's not much. So, but still, let's see it. Let's see it unfold. There goes Fire Princess. So Mystical Space Typhoon has finally got rid of Gravity Bind. Dan Player 2K says, loving this kind of video. This is for the Yu-Gi-Oh archetypes. I think this would be good for all the deck. Just add a quick bit before duels would be good. For the archetypes, we definitely will. We will for like the first round of all these ones as well, just to show you what cards we have put in the Orichalcos decks as well. But yeah, for the archetypes, yeah, we'll definitely show what cards are in them. The archetype running today, I'm not sure. Probably decide when. Start the duel. See which one comes up in the challenge deck. Not all the challenge decks, though, are based off archetypes. Some of them are just based around a certain particular strategy as well, but it's still fun all the same. So, oh, Fire Princess is back. It's 2100. Oh, so that would have been Rope of Life. Tell you what, Dartz isn't having a good time right now. Now Luster Dragon's out. That's going to go after the giant red sea snake. Dartz does have that trap card though. What was it called? Dimensional Prison? Yeah, that one. And speaking of Dimensional Prison, that's somewhat relevant for the Seal of Orichalcos itself. That's pretty much what it is. Crimson Maelstrom says, as soon as Chum gets Big Koala on the field, it's over. Esper doesn't have anything that can get over it. Nah. Not, well, Big Koala, even Master of Oz itself at 4200. Nah. Esper Robert's got nothing to compete with that. And Crimson Maelstrom also says, this settles it, making a Skull Servant deck now. It is a very fun deck. That was from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes, episode 2. We did King of the Skull Servants. It's a very, very fun deck because it's just, the whole strategy is get as many of those monsters to the graveyard, get King of Skull Servants down, and you have like 8,000 attack points and go for a one-shot knockout. Moonwolfie says, good start. Might be hard for some of the Orichalcos members to get wins, but I look forward to it nonetheless. I think it will be too. The Orichalcos players, yeah, they probably won't win a lot, but they... Dartz might win a few though, just because if he draws these 2,000 monsters straight off, and we see now Rebecca is having to spend her life points. Injection Fairy Lily may have came a bit too late here to get to the field, because now with no life points remaining, Becca is going to pick up the loss in this first match. Maybe we'll see Dartz win a few times. There's Mage Power. And Moonwolfie also says Master of Oz in turn 2. A 32 tournament pre-GX would be fun. It really would be. Having basically the best anime deck, or anime-based deck, of all the characters. But they're not enemies. Everyone's just cool with each other. They've all just come together for... How long would a 32 tournament take? Well, a 16-player one takes 120 duels. 32 would double that, so it would be 240 total duels. So you would say that would probably take half a year. So, you know what? Kaiba stopped being so unhinged, and since he's got more money than what he can count, he was just like, you know what? Let's just all hang for a month in some big mansion. They all just played Yu-Gi-Oh! For 6 months. And everybody was just friends with each other, you know. Rex Raptor and Weevil weren't dweebs. Joey and Kaiba sat down and had a drink together. Yugi and Marek sort of made up at the end of Battle City, but, you know, Marek... Oh, Bakura. Bakura and Yugi are friends. Well, Ryu Bakura. I mean, usual English Bakura. Is their friend there's... Now, I don't know how to say these monsters' names. I'm going to say... well, there goes Witch of the Black Forest. Oh! Oh, you can pull Dark Lord Marie. And you can fuse. You can get St. Joan. Haha, there it is. Giga Gadget-Gigo or something. Like, I don't know where the G and the G to actually make it sound, because if you just use a G sound with the G, it's like Gigo, and it just sounds ridiculous. So I don't think that's how it's pronounced. It might be, but I was probably say Gigo or something. I don't know. I have the 1850 attack point one. And I think I might have him as well, actually. I haven't got the 2950 attack one, though. But no, I think I've got that 2450 one as well. But yeah, their names, man. When I first saw them back in the day, I was like, how do you even begin to say that? Gigo or something. I don't know. Silas DC says, I don't think you need 3 polymerizations in Yugi's deck since you said you had 25-ish cards, but that's just me. I think the added polymerizations were to compensate for Eye of Timaeus. Because he's also got Baphomet and King of Mythical Beasts, Chimera. He's got Chimera, and he's also got the Valkyrion, although that doesn't need polymerization. But there is also the Knights, the Arcane Knight Joker as well. It is a good point, though. 3 polymerizations can be... they can brick the deck as well. As this match is only in turn 6, and Takraminas... I added a few Sea Serpents to Dartz' deck as well. He needs normal monsters for the deck strategy to function. The AI deck on this one had, like, double ups, and I mean, like, 3 of just certain monsters. So I removed a couple to drop them down to 2, and then just added a couple of random Sea Serpents, fish, reptiles to sort of somewhat suit the monster theme, just to give a little bit of variation in Dartz' deck. Katomi758 says Gorlag wasn't available with a question mark. I believe in the anime when he summoned it, it automatically destroyed Blue Eyes and it got summoned to Alistair's side of the field. To Alistair's side as a fire monster, and also increased Gorlag's attack by 500 for each creature of fire he had. I somewhat remember the card because I saw the match not that long ago. But I get the feeling it wasn't in this game. Alright, the duel has started off with 2 face downs. I do have a switch here. Gorlag. No, nothing comes up in the deck edit. So I get the feeling that it's not actually... hang on, Yugioh, I'm googling now, Yugioh Gorlag. No, it's definitely spelled right. But no, I've put it in and it's not... is it an actual card? Is Gorlag a real card? It doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't look like Gorlag's actually a real card. Which again is a real shame because, like, I don't get why they would have all these really dope monsters in the anime and then just not make them in the card game. I mean, it can't just be me. I just don't see how that makes sense for Konami to do that. Maybe they're doing it just to troll us. I think when the fans go and buy the latest booster pack, they're expecting to see, oh, there's that Liam Pike man. I added him to Dartz' deck because he's a Sea Serpent and just because he's cool. He's only 2 stars, but he's in there anyway. He's cool. I like Atlanta. There's always those like real basic monsters that I think everyone can connect with one. And one for me is Bean Soldier, or Beanie as I call him. Vesh Toem 1429 says, you should make a special notation of who gets their soul sealed. And Waylon Hastings, their win-loss record could be souls taken and souls lost. That actually sounds quite fun. So, Yugi beat Alistair yesterday, so Yugi's got 1 soul and Alistair's -1. And the winner of this one will get to take the other 1 soul. And Becca's got Injection Fairy Lily on the field again. And she's got rid of Gene Warped Werewolf. Emperor Pikachu says, dare I say, Chum is on a chum roll. Finally got a working PC again. Feels good to have multiple windows. Oh man, I really need to get another monitor as well. Because where I have one of the laptops, after I reorganize some stuff as well, in like my own space, I've got this like corner shelf, but it's not like functional to really put a laptop because it's in the corner of the room. So the laptop, like, it isn't facing me. It's either facing directly sideways towards the TV and I can barely see it, or it's facing like towards sort of like the window of the room, but like where like the best seating position is in the room, it would have to be on an angle, and because that angle would like compromise where plugs and stuff can go into the USB-C ports, it's just like oh, this is danger for Becca. It could be over quick here. There's that Orichalcos monster that Dartz has. So Becca, she can't spend 2,000 life points on that because she oh, she's activated Rope of Life. And she's gone with defense. Okay, clever. She'll buy herself another turn. She's had to discard her whole hand though. But if she spent 2,000 life points, she would have been sitting there. Like, she wouldn't have been able to save Injection Fairy Lily anyway. I mean, she can't use its effect, so it's going to have to stay in defense. And, oh, Tribute to the Doomed. Although, unless Becca's other face down card. Oh no, she might get through and she might be able to get another turn, but with no cards in hand, it's not looking good. She'll lose Injection Fairy Lily on this turn and take 1,400 points. It'll put her down to just 400. No, 600. Emperor Pikachu also says, he is the king of games for a reason, great match. That was for Yugi and Alistair. And Waylon Hastings says, so excited for this. Waylon Hastings, hope you're doing well. I remember your name as well. Another long-time follower of the Yu-Gi-Oh content. Midnight DB says, a thematically good deck for Valon would be Psy-Frames, but that's Arc V Error Synchro deck. Something dual monsters appropriate for him is a head-scratcher. It really is. Valon's deck just has to be completely improvised, but we're going to go with the desk bots. I think that's a fair enough call for Valon, as Dartz has picked up a win against Becca, and Becca's a pretty good opponent, so Dartz is off to a great start. He's already taken a soul, and Becca is down one. Maybe, well, it's not in season mode, it's in knockout tournament. Maybe Becca can win her soul back. If she comes up against Yugi, she can coax Yugi into giving him his soul. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. We do have Chumley and Seeker coming up after this one as well. So thanks everybody for tuning in, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, take care, farewell.